So, as it turns out, we were introduced to 3 new trailers, 2 of them being showcases, Plankton and Raphael's, and one of them is a reveal trailer for a special character. Unfortunately, I haven't been uploading these videos in time as I was busy, but to make up for it, I will not only be revealing Raphael's showcase, but Plankton's as well. Let's get started, shall we?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! Turtles counted on 1, 2, 3, 4. Turtles! Mutant chain reaction. Turtles! Living underground. Turtles! Ninjutsu action. Turtles! It's a shell of a town!
First up is the hot-headed reptile Raphael. To a surprising reveal by the showcase's narrator, Ignacio Rodriguez, Raphael is confirmed to be the fastest character in the game, which is an eye-opener for me since that is a core factor to stand out above other fighters. Now, we'd only need to find out who's the strongest character, who jumps the highest, and the most agile fighter, and more. Anyways, let's begin. Raphael, as mentioned, is the fastest character in the game, which is a pro, but the downside is that he also is one of the lightest characters. While his speedy attacks can corner an opponent and deal major damage, if your opponent catches you, they will return the favor by dealing some serious attacks right back at you. Raphael's neutral attack is his Shoryuken attack. This attack involves Raphael tossing multiple sets of Shoryukens at nearby enemies. The Shoryuken attack can only be thrown horizontally downwards, as you can see here in the clip, which is good for tossing enemies off the ledge and attacking nearby enemies on the ground or on the air. Despite being a projectile attack, it doesn't seem to range far, nor does it allow directional freedom. Next is Raphael's down special, which is a front flip motion in which he clings onto a nearby opponent and attacks them, thus tossing them backwards. The attack can be transitioned into a kick if the down special is pressed twice. The attack can also be cancelled by the player's wish. Raph's side special is called Power Drill. Like his Shoryuken attack, the Power Drill attack will only function horizontally as well. Luckily, however, this move does deal some serious damage. His up special / recovery jump is a rapid flip that inevitably ends with a powerful kick. Not only is this move beneficial for recovery jump purposes, but fighting off enemies as well. That's all I have for Raphael's showcase, as the narrator, Ignacio Rodriguez, has only given us a scope of his movesets, only covering his special attacks. This is a nice method as it keeps the fans imaginative on what more can be uncovered for Raphael's character and other fighters in general. Now, let's move on to Plankton's. So far, I'm very impressed by Plankton's design and moveset showcase. While Raphael is the fastest character in the game, Plankton is the largest and possibly the heaviest character in the game, which is very ironic for Plankton for obvious reasons. Now, before I begin this review, if you remembered my Jimmy Neutron character showcase, I spoke about how the narrator didn't go into too much into depth with most of Jimmy's movesets by not mentioning the buttons used for these attacks, and unfortunately the same issue is present here, but at this point I assume that this is done to keep the other movesets discreet and keep the fans guessing until the game's release. His first move shown here is a sauce rocket that launches to nearby opponents and does some damage. The attack can slow down and stun opponents if it hits them. A neat feature about this move is that it can be used while in air if you hold both the jump button and the attack button used for it. Once your slime meter is built up, you can use this attack to its full and strongest potential by launching a large projectile of sauce, which deals major damage. Plankton's grapple attack is shown to be a net and grabs nearby opponents. Plankton's grab attack has the farthest reach in the entire game. This grab attack is capable of directional freedom, meaning you can launch your hostage opponents almost at any direction of your choice. We will now take a look at Plankton's aerial charge attacks. The upcharge attack lets Plankton apply sauce into the air. His horizontal attack can be used as an alternate recovery jump, and his down attack is a multifunctional laser that can simultaneously serve as a spike. For his grounded charge attacks, his upcharge is an angular chain grab attack which the player can tilt the machine to their choice and reach for the nearby opponent that happens to be in its way. Plankton's down charge is called Chump Stomp, in which Plankton does a ground stomp that sends shockwaves to a nearby opponent. His horizontal charge attack is him blasting large lasers at nearby opponents, which is slightly generic in my opinion, but it works as a moveset given the familiarity of Plankton's intelligence. His side special is him grabbing nearby opponents, jumps high and does a swan dive into the ground, heavily damaging the opponent. Plankton's up special, which also serves as a recovery jump, has two different functions. One is, of course, him launching into the air with a rocket, and the other, if pressed again, can clap the opponents, in which, of course, does some major damage. Lastly, his down special attack involves him tossing a bucket of chum onto the opponents, which poisons them. If the bucket misses them, it can create this radioactive effect, which can still damage opponents if they're near it. If you hadn't figured it out already, in the beginning of the video, I had mentioned that I will be analyzing Raphael and Plankton's showcase, and the reveal trailer I was going to cover was ELLLLLLL TIGREEEEEE, but his showcase had released about 3 hours ago, so even though it would be wise to analyze it in this video, I would rather make ELLLLL TIGREEEEE's showcase a separate video, for 2 reasons. One, because I would still like to analyze his movesets a little more before I give my verdict on it, and 2, because I'm already behind on the showcase analysis series with Raphael and Plankton's movesets. You can expect ELLLLL TIGREEEEE's analysis video by tonight or tomorrow morning at best. Anyways, once again, Nickelodeon, Game Mill, and Fairplay Labs outdid themselves with this review, and I am super stoked to play the game when it releases. Keep up the great work, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching my video, and like I said, I will try to get ELLLLL TIGREEEEE's video done by the end of the day, if I can. Well, I'm gonna head out now, and I'll see you guys hopefully later on if ELLLLL TIGREEEEE's video is out by then. Bye.
See